Welcome back to International Star Media, the Gold Star Standard, at the Gold Star Standard. Reaction, reviews, and news you can use. Once again, I am your host, International Yada, for the record saying the dollars, and check it out. Still at it, dealing with these minors, huh? I'm going to start off by saying ignorance of the law is no excuse. Let's get off into this. Here we go. A missing Hillsborough County teenager has been rescued from suspected human trafficking. A multi-agency undercover operation led to the team after detectives with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office Human Trafficking Section believed they saw the missing girl in a suspicious adult escort advertisement. They were proactively monitoring. It's a lot of monitoring and a lot of eyes on those adult websites. Dealing with minors is a major problem. You think you're doing something slick by posting minors on adult websites for adult consensual escorts? Seems like a lot of y'all really like learning the hard way. Let's continue. Accused human traffickers Brittany Armstrong and Terrence Whitfield Jr. have been arrested. Don't go out like Terrence Whitfield right here. And Brittany Armstrong.
Stop.
Accused traffickers of a minor. Think this is a joke? And you still think it's a game, but it's not. A lot of these states are adopting the same laws that the feds have.
Uh-oh.
Mandatory life sentences if you are caught, convicted of dealing with a minor with sex trafficking. It's not a joke. It's not nothing to play with. Let's continue. Here we go. Lakeland, Florida. A missing 15-year-old girl has been located, and two suspected human traffickers are behind bars following a joint operation between the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, and the Lakeland Police Department. The backstory. Well, check this out. According to HCSO, detectives with the Human Trafficking Section believe they saw a missing teen from Hillsborough County in a suspicious adult escort advertisement. They were proactively monitoring. Follow along now. On June 24th, 2025, detectives found the teen and took her to a safe location during an undercover operation in Lakeland. And like the last video, y'all can go check out the last video. We spoke on these undercover operations, how they have undercover operations more than usual all across the United States. All hands on deck. Find something legal to do. That's what a lot of you need to do. Find something legal to do. This is not the way. Dealing with a minor is not the way to go. Here we go. At the scene, detectives identified Terrence Whitfield Jr., 22, who was with the victim, and identified him as the teen's trafficker. Not looking good. Here we go. Detective said he had an active warrant for failure to appear driving while license suspended. Investigators said convicted felon Brittany Armstrong, 36, conspiring with Whitfield to exploit the juvenile. That's what they saying. Here we go. According to investigators, she assisted in posting the girl in online adult escort advertisements to benefit from her financially. Detectives said Whitfield would then communicate with sex buyers, arrange commercial sexual encounters, act as security during the meetings, and collect the proceeds from the acts. Y'all think this is a game, dealing with these minors and posting them on these adult escort sites. So many stories on this, and we're going to keep bringing them to you right here at International Star Media, the Gold Star Standard, at the Gold Star Standard. Here we go. On June 27th, 2025, detectives arrested Armstrong, who had a firearm at the time of her arrest. Kept that thing with her, huh? Here we go. Armstrong was charged with commercial sexual activity, victim less than 18. Leave those minors alone. Just leave the children alone. Here we go. Whitfield was charged with human trafficking for commercial sexual activity, victim less than 18, deriving support from proceeds of prostitution and unlawful use of a two-way communications device. This young girl was exploited and abused by the individuals who viewed her as nothing more than a way to make money. Let me be clear, anyone who preys on children will be found, arrested, and held accountable, said Sheriff Chad Chronister. Y'all think this is a game and you really think it's a joke. That's what I think. Or some type of get-rich-quick scheme. Like I said right up here. Nothing more than a way to make money. What's wrong with I wonder what was wrong with Brittany Armstrong's. Wasn't working. Dealing with minors is crazy. Dealing with minors really is a major problem. This must be stopped. Y'all gotta stop it with this. The laws keep changing, coming down harder and harder. Sex workers and the managers of sex workers are being accused of being traffickers, sex traffickers and human traffickers. When that's not the case.
Let's go.
When it's not adult consensual sex workers, it's not the people that's helping manage those adult consensual sex workers who are doing the sex trafficking. Allegedly, it's people like these two dealing with minors. Dealing with minors is a major problem. Like the sheriff said, anyone who preys on children will be found, arrested, and held accountable. You get what you asked for. Leave those kids alone. Here we go. Let's check out this news story, what they had to say about it. Here we go.
A 15-year-old girl who was missing for months is now safe from human traffickers, thanks to Hillsborough County detectives and their keen eyes. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer is live at the sheriff's office tonight. So, Aaron, how did investigators find this girl?
Chris, investigators say they spotted her photo in an adult escort service advertisement, and they say that led them right to her and her traffickers. Months ago, a 15-year-old in Hillsborough County was reported missing. In late June, Hillsborough detectives found her in a horrific situation, being used as an escort.
It's something that nobody should ever have to go through, let alone a child.
We're told detectives regularly monitor adult escort advertisements for suspicious activity. They spotted the missing 15-year-old in one of the ads. Last month, detectives conducted an undercover operation in Lakeland and rescued her. Human trafficking advocates at Redefining Refuge say she's lucky.
These are cases that we deal with every day. We see almost a new case daily.
Authorities say the teenager identified 22-year-old Terrence Whitfield as her trafficker. He was arrested at the scene. So was Brittany Armstrong, who investigators say helped post the escort ads. Detectives say Whitfield communicated with buyers, arranging sexual encounters, acting as security during the meetings, and collecting the proceeds. A survivor of a different case explained how the criminals usually operate.
They work on building relationships with people. They work on finding out what their vulnerabilities are, what their weaknesses are, and then they exploit those.
This case comes days after USF St. Pete released a study showing just how widespread human trafficking is in Florida. According to the report, there are 200,000 Floridians living as sex slaves and another 500,000 being forced to work. Tampa has the third most ads in the state for prostitutes, signifying demand, we're told. It also signifies a need for experts who can help the victims.
We're just there to provide services. We're there to ensure that they have what they need in order to proceed and go on.
And both Whitfield and Armstrong are facing several charges related to human trafficking and prostitution. They're both in the Polk County Jail tonight.
And Whitney and Armstrong facing charges, serious charges, dealing with the sex trafficking of a minor. Still under investigation, as they say, looking for other victims and possibly looking to see if they cross state lines or not. Because if you cross state lines and you catch that federal charge with dealing with a minor, it's an automatic, mandatory life sentence. Take heed and don't do it. International Star Media, the Gold Star Standard, at the Gold Star Standard. Reactions, reviews, and news you can use. Once again, I am your host, International Yada, for the records and the dollars. And check it out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share the videos. Checked out the analytics. I see y'all out there watching. Said 89% not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for the next videos. And we will see you on the next one.